Hey, guy.
Hello.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, how's your day so far?
It's going pretty good. We're just on the road right now, headed to Boston, Massachusetts. And so if I break up or anything, or if I lose you, I'll hop back on.
Sounds good, sounds good, sounds good. So, All Juice, No Noise is to be out on May 13th. So, can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this amazing new album?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, All Juice, No Noise out on Silent Pendulum Records, May 13th. It's an album we're really excited about. It's our third full-length album. It's probably the one that we spent the most time on actually putting together and recording and writing. It wasn't just a quick, let's write some songs and record them really quick. I think we spent, a good year writing the songs.
Yep.
And then about a year recording them as well. So there was a lot of recording, re-recording until we finally decided, you know what, okay, we like this. And then we got it into mixing with Kevin Andresian from Backroom Studios, and we're very happy with the result.
Amazing.
We think people will be pretty excited about it too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great album, I have to be honest with you. So, was there any particular concept that you put behind this album?
I wouldn't say that there was much of a concept. I mean, I would say that it differentiates from the rest of our albums in the fact that I think that this is one that we worked cohesively as a band to write all of the parts and write everything in. Lyrically, I know that there is some structure to it and some meaning behind it that goes along with, a lot of people's addiction to social media and media outlets, and just kind of like hearing the hype in the news and going along with it and believing everything that you hear online. And so, there's a lot of that, but you can read the lyrics to get the answers on that, because I don't write the lyrics. So Taylor, our singer, writes them, and he's up here right in the front somewhere working on a music video of ours.
Sounds good, sounds good. So, couple of days back, you released the video for Workout Jeans. So can you tell me a bit about that video and the making of the video?
So our bass player, Joey Souza, he illustrated and animated that entire video. And we know that we wanted to do an animated video by him because his animation it's definitely kind of one of a kind and really fits a lot of what we're doing. And so he kind of took it upon himself to create that. As you can see there, it kind of incorporates everything that we're about. Big sweaty men running around in jeans, working out and sweating profusely. We also have some hot dogs and some cats in there too. And if you pay attention really close, you might see us.
Sounds good, sounds good. And there are a couple of other videos. It's all a lot of crazy stuff that you are putting behind this video. So was there any particular reason behind that?
With our other music videos too?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we're just kind of I don't know. I mean, we just kind of come up with ideas and we're like, this would be really funny to see. And then so we shoot it, we put it out, and we hope that people like it, but we just kind of do a lot of the stuff that we do for our own entertainment purposes. Whether it be like, we had this idea for like our truck nut allergy music video. We had this idea of just like a guy running in a hot dog costume down the street with no context to it at all. And we just kind of grew it from there, where we're like, we could incorporate ourselves too. Let's just throw ourselves in my front yard. And so we shot that outside my old house there. And it just kept getting crazier and crazier. And the result is, as you can see on Truck Nut Allergy, the music video is it's pretty wild.
Amazing, amazing. And do you guys have any plans on the day of the release on May 13th?
We actually plan on releasing another music video that day, and it's probably going to be our wildest to date. So definitely subscribe to the Silent Pendulum Records YouTube, and keep a watch out on our social media, because we'll be talking about that as well. We are playing our album release show on May 7th in Austin, Texas, which is where we currently live. And yeah, as part of the Totally Do, or yeah, Totally Do 2 tour with Oakley Dokley that we're on right now.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like since April 20th, you've been touring with Oakley Dokley. So how is the touring going on so far?
Oh my gosh, it's been incredible. We didn't expect, honestly, or plan for as big a crowds as these shows have been bringing. We've already had to re-up our merch after 1 week because we sold out of a lot of our merch items, which has been, amazing. It's been really good to see some old fans from some areas that we have rarely played. We've been playing in areas where we've never got to play before, and we've been meeting a lot of new fans that had heard of us, wanted us to come out. Now they're finally getting the chance to see us. And we're making a bunch of new fans too. We're getting the opportunity to, get some exposure with Oakley Dokley's fans and, show them what we're about. And we've had a lot of good reception. We've had some people that, they try to heckle, but then they usually get turned around and they're like, okay, yeah, there's something about a man running around in a diaper screaming that just gets them excited too.
Amazing, amazing. And you guys came up with something called Partycore. So how did you come up with that idea and what made you do something like this?
It actually wasn't us that came up with that coined that term. I know back in like the mid 2000s, everything was like some kind of core, whether it was like that was metalcore kind of came out, hardcore and mathcore, and everything's a core, and then you'd add other kinds of things to it. So we weren't trying to do that, but it was my friend Mike Darren from the band Circuit of Suns that actually coined that term. I was talking to him, and he was a fan of the band, and he's like, dude, you guys are like this mathy partycore type music. It's like metalcore, hardcore, mathcore type stuff, but there's such a party vibe to the show and the music that that needs to be the term. So we just kind of rolled with it, and I think it really fits what we're doing good because there's a lot of party vibe with our music.
Sounds amazing. And talking about the album again, 11 amazing songs that you combined together and brought up a great album for this year. So how, as a band, do you feel about the outcome of this album?
I feel really good about it. I think the whole band feels really good about it. It was such a long process. It took us about 2.5 years since we wrote the first song that we wrote for that album. And I don't know if we were even planning. I'm in the sun right here. I don't even know if we were planning for a full length. We were just kind of like putting some songs together. We were talking an EP. We were talking some singles. And then the writing process just kept flowing, and until toward the end, where we're just like throwing out another song, and then another song, and then another song, and then it just kept coming. And so we feel really good about it. We feel like it was a really like cohesive project together, where everybody really put in maximum effort for their parts and full collaboration. It is truly what Steaksauce Mustache is.
Sounds good. And how has the road been for you guys since the start of the band?
How has the what?
How has the musical journey been for you since the start of the band?
Since the start of the band, I mean, it's been, it's had its ups and downs like anything else. We're a family unit, so, we always have our things, but it's been awesome. These are like, we're best friends. I mean, we hang out in the van all together. We, talk about, burritos and diarrhea every day, and the circle of life, how burritos give you diarrhea, and then you need to eat more burritos to fill back up, and then it's just the circle of life.
Sounds good. And would you like to share some of the great moments that you had over the years?
I mean, there's so many, but I would say that like just writing these songs, seeing how we've progressed as a band, how we've like quote unquote matured as a band and as people, because I mean, I don't know if you can call us running around acting like a bunch of idiots really quote unquote mature, but I think we have matured as what we are as Steaksauce Mustache. From where it very first started out, where it was like we had an idea of what we wanted to do, but we had no idea how to execute it into what it is today, which is just absolute craziness. I think for me, my favorite part of being in this band is just looking out at the crowd and seeing people like in kind of like astonishment of what's going on, of like and then seeing like the most serious metal people that like you watch them at shows, they're just arms are crossed, they're just angry, like I'm into metal and I'm going to be angry. And then they go to these shows and then they're just like running around hitting people with pool noodles, dancing like an idiot, you know, just screaming along, you know, no more wipey my diaper. I mean, it's just that's probably my favorite part of it all. Like, you know, we're all just a bunch of children trying to act like we're adults. So let's be who we really are.
And any big dreams as a band do you have?
I think we've already surpassed what we thought we could do. And so from here, it's just like, you know, going on to the next. But I don't know. I mean, if we had big dreams, I mean, I don't know. It'd probably be, I don't know, maybe like a rock opera or like our own motion picture movie. Who knows? Maybe it's just, you know, getting a sponsorship from Depends, adult diapers. So, and then also a sponsorship from, maybe we get an endorsement from Chipotle so that we can complete the circle of life without spending a bunch of money.
Sounds good, sounds good. And any plans for an international tour this year?
Yes, well, I don't know about this year. We actually were in the talks of doing an international one over in Europe toward the end of the year, but it didn't really work through for what we were trying to do. So next year, we definitely would really like to do that. I think we're at the time where it's time that we really start looking at some international touring plans. So we're going to be on the scout for, I don't know, some agencies or some, you know, some resources that can help us make that happen, because that's something that I really want to do.
Sounds great, sounds great. And any upcoming plans for the band apart from the touring and the release of the album?
We actually have, you know, we have this album, we have some other stuff we're going to release. More tours we're planning on booking. We actually have a lot more songs that we have written too, so we plan on recording later on. So I don't know when that stuff's going to be released, but you know, we're always working and planning and just always trying to do something.
Sounds good. And any message that you want to give to the fans around the world?
I just say, you know, get your diapers ready, put them on, be ready, because it's about to get messy on May 13th when All Juice No Noise gets released, because it's going to be all juice. You won't even hear the noise.
Amazing, amazing. And I want to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity today to have this wonderful interview with you to talk about the new album and much more. And it's a pleasure to meet you today. And looking forward on May 13th for the release of the new album.
Absolutely, Keith. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And you have a great day ahead and have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, absolutely.